Recording live from the Northeast Georgia Business RadioX studio. This is Northeast Georgia Business Radio. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Northeast Georgia Business Radio. Coming to you live from the beautiful Empower College and Career Center of Jackson County. I'm your host, Tom Sheldon. I have with me a really cool guest. I'm a little worried that this guest is not going to say a word, and we're just going to be in all. She's already laughing. Oh, we're going to be in all kinds of trouble. No, we're not going to be in trouble. With Town Values magazine of Barrow County, I have with me Amy Rhodes. Amy, welcome to the Northeast studio.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's great here. It's amazing.
Pretty good for a 30-year-old high school.
I'm thinking the same thing. This is not what I was expecting. I love it.
Well, now, what'd you expect?
I don't. Oh gosh!
I expected the walls to be sagging and the ceiling dropping down,
goodness.
and
this is my goodness. Well, I probably should not tell you this, but
you should. Oh, you should.
You give exact directions. Exact.
Did I?
Yeah, I mean, like it's precise, and you're like, if you come from Winder,
yeah,
go this way. Do not listen to the GPS. Blah 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 blah. Well,
right.
I listened because I was like, I can figure this out.
Oh yeah.
I turned in the first insurance and went around the school.
But now no one stopped you or
no.
We are on a campus.
Yes,
they take security very seriously here.
Especially when I went through the do not enter. Probably I'm not going to say that.
No,
okay.
Say that.
I mean,
that
maybe
that was not her in the red Honda. No.
I know. Oh my gosh.
It's not a red Honda.
Right, exactly. And so I was like, well, I guess I need to go up and pull my email back up.
And listen to what Tom had to say?
Yes.
It's okay.
Exactly. So I'm here. I got here right at 2. I'm good.
And no, you did
No,
great.
I'm
you did great. They get a little uneasy when there's strangers just driving around, and if it's my fault, that's bad for me.
Right. I'll just smile and wave,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Just scream out the window, I'm with them Business RadioX people.
That's exactly.
I'm so fortunate to have this studio at this Empower Center.
Yes.
Because it is amazing.
That's amazing. And it's very centrally located. Like anybody can come over here.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's easy.
Between Commerce, Winder, Athens, 30 minutes.
That's amazing.
At the most.
That's amazing.
Even Bethlehem Stadium is not too far away.
No, I'm on that Bethlehem side.
You're on the Bethlehem side.
Yeah, exactly. So that's perfect.
Now, I met you at Winder, Barrow County Chamber Friday morning.
Yes.
Vicky's going to kill me for not knowing the exact name of that.
Oh, yeah. It's called Network Barrow.
Look at her. Wow, a little smooching up there. That's
know.
okay. That's okay.
And the first Friday of the month, it's called Bob Business Over Breakfast.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what the fancy name. It's basically a Chick-fil-A breakfast.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I've been there for that.
Yeah.
I don't eat early in the morning.
That's what
I do protein when I get up, right?
Okay.
Lunch is like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Right?
But what time do you wake up then?
Oh, I'm married to an accountant.
Oh, okay. So you're up.
Depending on what time of year it is, it could be 4 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm up for a whole different reason. But, I mean.
You have young children.
Right, exactly. I'm like.
I've got a 20-pound orange cat and a 6-pound tuxedo cat who often decide when we're getting up to eat.
Oh, I get it. Oh, my gosh.
So, yeah, I understand that.
That's what we got a crazy dog. I probably shouldn't say crazy. That's horrible to say. No, he's a really sweet puppy.
A sweet, energetic puppy.
Yes, that will wake you up in the middle of the night all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it you do again?
Okay.
You spread goodwill wherever you go. That's your job.
I guess. I mean, oh my gosh, people always are like, well, like, what do you do? So,
what do you do, Amy?
Oh man. Well, I guess I need to go backwards a little bit.
Please do.
I'm like, how do I even start? Okay, so
change names
exactly
creatively, locations creatively, protect the innocent, the not so innocent.
Right, you got that right.
Yeah,
oh my lordy, I think we all have stories on that.
Oh.
Gotta love it. Let's see. So what I do, I'm the franchise owner of Town Values magazine over here in Barrow County,
right.
And I started kind of backwards, but my dad, Sam, I lived in Barrow County over like the Winder Statham side, and I worked all the time. I sold, the easiest way to say is I sold junk food for a living. It's kind of the fun way of saying it, but a lot more than junk food. I sold a bunch of different stuff and traveled. And so I would leave with a suitcase pretty much in the first of the week and come home at the end of the week.
On the road.
Yeah, on the road. I was always on the road. I had
about that?
so much fun. I loved it. It was so much fun.
I could see your personality dealing with that.
That's what sale.
That's
outside
not for
sale.
everybody.
Oh, it's not. It's not. And
Living out of that suitcase.
yeah, absolutely. And I kind of knew my places to stay, and I loved it. It was so much fun. I call it my BP times, my before Peyton times. That's my daughter.
That would be your daughter.
Yeah. So BP, I worked up all the way through, ended up having Peyton, and realized 2 weeks after having Peyton, I do not think I can go back to traveling like this. So
I would say not.
my world kind of changed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll squirrel. That's, I guess, what I call it, squirreling. So I'll squirrel over to my dad back in 2010. Because I had Peyton in 2014, but in 2010, I was still, working, driving, all that stuff. He lived over in Gwinnett. And so he said to me, he's like, he used to get these magazines in his mail. And he's like, do you get anything like this over there in Barrow? And I'm like, no, we don't get anything in the mailbox. And he's like, well, maybe let me check into it. So he checked into it. Barrow, we're a little bit smaller than the Gwinnett, and stuff like that.
Everybody is smaller than Gwinnett.
Right, exactly.
Even 15 years ago.
Right. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So he checked into it. So he started the franchise out in Barrow from scratch. And so.
Did he really?
Yeah. It was.
I did not know that.
Yep. So my dad, Sam, I think the world of him. He's my everything.
Nice.
So he ended up just, going around to the local businesses and starting up the magazine. Fast forward to when I was like, what am I going to do? And my dad came to me and was like, why don't you come and work for me? Be my salesperson and
You're a
stay
salesperson.
here. Yeah. I was like, stay
You
here.
can sell anything.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that. Well,
Oh,
yeah. I'm like, okay.
You can. Yeah, you can.
Oh,
you can.
gosh. Oh, my goodness. That's so funny. Oh,
That's a compliment. That's a
oh,
compliment.
okay. Thank you. I appreciate
Wow,
it.
the look I just got, folks.
I'm like, oh, gosh, y'all.
Wow.
Goodness, that's so funny. Okay, so long story short, I started with my dad over the summer, and he put me straight in. He was always a big did a lot of stuff with Barrow Chamber. So I went straight in to be an ambassador. So I kind of got super involved quick.
Nice.
And so serving ambassador, I've been an ambassador now since 2014. A little bit of everything. I did a bunch of stuff with the chamber and everything about 3 years ago. So now we're like 2023. So about a few years ago, I took over the franchise.
Okay.
And so now I am the owner of the franchise.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, thank you. I know. Nice. Like, oh gosh. So my dad, he helps me out and everything still.
Awesome.
So he's kind of my go-to person with questions and stuff like that. But it's a lot of fun. Like, it's the one thing I love is that when I actually met my husband, like my now husband, I don't have two. I mean, never mind. But I had like my now
The
husband.
gentleman you were married to currently.
Yeah. Gosh.
With no plans of changing anytime soon.
No.
Sorry, guys. She's taken.
Yeah, he's stuck with me. Sorry, bud.
Well, see, we danced around that just fine.
I'm like, oh gosh, I totally went squirrel on that. But he was actually one of my customers. I probably shouldn't say that. And I met him at Network Barrow, so that was a whole other thing. So, hey, I mean, that's like the Love Connection. Wait, is it Love Connection? What is that show?
Wow, you're dating me now.
Okay.
Yeah, Love Connection from the mid-'80s. Mid-'80s?
I think so, yeah.
I remember that. I was super young. Super, super young. No one's believing that. Hey, I met my wife through a fellow networker.
Okay.
Because I was strong-armed, no joke, into attending a networking meeting that I did not want to go to. And I met my wife's business partner.
Wow.
And then I ended up by meeting my wife. Now, that was many years before we actually started seeing each other, long before we got married.
Right.
But there's a good chance, had I not been strong-armed into that networking meeting,
yes,
I would have never met Jacqueline.
That is amazing.
And my life would just be totally empty at this point.
Absolutely.
Totally empty.
Yes.
Like
I'm
giant abyss.
That's exactly.
Black hole and an abyss, if that's possible.
Yes. Brownie points right there.
That's
I'm
how
like,
empty it would be.
That's exactly. You just got major brownie points for
Pretty
that
much.
one. Yes.
I try, and I cash them in so
That's
fast.
what, absolutely. Tonight, and you'd be like, okay.
You're listening to this episode.
Yes, exactly. Right now.
Whether you want to or not. No.
Exactly. Come on.
Where are you going? No, come back.
No, you gotta listen. Yeah, and same thing. Like I met Isaac and then once but yeah, great guy. Isaac, sorry, his name's Isaac. That's my husband now.
Shout out to you,
I'm
Isaac.
like, oh gosh.
Shout out to you, brother.
Oh, bless him. I'm like, bless him. Yeah, you know how that goes. I'm trying to think of, gosh, our world's just kind of crazy, but we got three together.
Okay.
So not together, but never mind.
You're raising 3 youngins.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We can say youngins. We're in Jefferson right now.
Oh, absolutely. Those kiddos, man, they're wild. Well, we're wild too. Let's just be honest. But
Well, they get it honestly.
that's exactly.
Don't blame the children.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. But man, they have us busy. Let's just say
That's
so
good.
all the time.
That's good.
So he has a couple computer stores over in Monroe and Athens. So he used to have one in Winder, and that's how we originally met. So
Gotcha.
I guess all the time we're either he's coaching, it seems like, or I do a lot of Girl Scout stuff and running around like with our heads cut off all the time, I feel like.
It's all right.
So, yeah.
So what is Town Values Magazine? Is this like the old Auto Week, the old Motor Trend? Magazines are not as popular as they used to be.
Right, absolutely.
So I imagine we'll get into that if you face that.
Yes, exactly.
Well, Town Values Magazine, if this ends up in front of me, and I can't say it has, but I don't live in Barrow County.
Right.
I live in Jackson.
That's exactly.
So if one lands in front of me, what am I looking at?
Okay.
What's in front of me?
Okay, in front of you is most of them it's small businesses, restaurants and services, and children's ads. So the county puts all their rec ads in there, the gymnastic place, kind of like a little bit of everything going on. The amphitheater puts in their, when they have concerts, like bigger concerts coming up and stuff like that.
A bit of a message board?
Yes.
Bulletin board kind of thing?
Yes, absolutely. Services, like the hospital runs an ad, and it's a bunch of, medical, and there's a little bit of everything. And most of them are small businesses. It's amazing how many people in there are, it's just like you and me, like families, and it's, especially in our community, it's so tight knit.
It's the backbone.
It is.
Backbone of this country.
It is. It's amazing.
Especially your smaller towns.
You got that right. It's, oh my gosh. And then one thing also with the shopper, it's like the magazine, the one big thing is it just, oh gosh. Oh goodness.
Never mind the man with the camera.
I was like, oh goodness, he's taking a picture. I'm like, I hope I'm sitting on my hands so I don't talk with my hands.
They have to take action shots of us.
Oh gosh, okay, and that's the truth. Okay, I need to do like this. No, I'm joking.
Yes,
okay.
That's a great picture.
Oh gosh, I know. I'm sitting on my hands so I don't talk with them, because when I talk with them, I feel like I'm like really up here, and I don't want to be like knocking down the microphone.
Yeah, that usually sounds bad. We tend to frown on that, but
maybe just a little bit.
As long as you don't break it, right?
Right, exactly. But basically, we're just in the mailboxes in Barrow, so Winder and Statham and Bethlehem, and then like North Monroe. So we mail. It's basically 22,000 through the post office, through the mailbox, every single month. Actually, the next one comes out tomorrow, and so that'll be pretty exciting. It's one of those things that the restaurants, a lot of the restaurant owners, like we got a restaurant on there, or a cookie place. I just like taking a picture. I'm like, I don't know, I can't talk and walk.
There's
talk and walk. I'm like, talk and walk at the same time. Oh, gosh.
There's paparazzi in there.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Oh,
people just want to be near us.
Yep, isn't that the truth?
Okay, so this is a publication.
Yes,
comes out once a month?
Once a month. It can go, basically it's straight in the mailbox, so it's physically with your bills.
The mail carrier delivers it.
Yep, we drop it off at the post office every month. They come and pick them up. They'll be in the routes tomorrow. And
oh, wow. One's coming out tomorrow.
Yep, one's coming out tomorrow.
Nice.
Fresh off the presses. We actually just picked it up this morning. So
and there's one here in front of me, folks.
I'm like, here you go.
The first time in my life, I have a Town Values magazine.
Yeah, that's what.
Crumble Cookies is in Winder now.
Yes. Oh, my gosh.
Have you partaken in the crumble cookies
yet? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I brought two of the kids.
They should be illegal. I'm just saying.
Man, they're
insane.
My goodness. I went to the ribbon cutting, and oh my gosh, I brought the elementary school kids. Oh my gosh, I brought the 9-year-olds. You have a come to Jesus talk before you go in.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
which
y'all.
Which means nothing in about 5 minutes.
You got it. Nail on the head.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all, okay, this is work. Y'all, let's everybody be nice to each other, be kind, loving, all that lovely stuff. Well, fast forward, after each of them had a cookie and a chocolate milk, it was a little bit different. And so we had to leave. But I mean, they were bouncing.
The crumble cookies doesn't like you anymore. Is that what
I know. I was like, I need to probably just do one kid at a time instead of the two. It's like the same age kids together. Woo! It's like a whole different ball game right there. But it's so good.
So you've been doing this for 9 years.
9 years.
And how long your dad before that?
Just oh my gosh, like since it's been 13. Yeah, so right at 13 years. So just
13 plus years.
13 plus years now. So yeah.
So to do this successfully, I got to imagine you've just developed relationships and basically more or less community partners.
Yes, absolutely.
Which are super, community partners are super important to what we do here at the Empower College and Career Center.
Yes.
At Northeast Georgia Business RadioX. I can't talk all of a sudden. I'm segueing into my community partners segment. One of our greatest community partners, Bottom Line Tax Solutions. Jacqueline and her team at Bottom Line consistently save their clients money in taxes. So ask yourself, are you paying too much in taxes? You probably are. Bottom Line specializes in the 3 P's of income tax: tax preparation, tax planning, and tax problem solving. Visit bottomlinega.com today. And while you're at it, visit our new website, negabrx.com, to see all our new great community partners. Amy, you still there?
I am.
Nice. Now I got bills to pay.
You got that right.
And I've got amazing community partners, even when I mess up the segue.
Hey, it's all good.
But hey, Bottom Line Tax Solutions will keep you out of jail.
Hey,
and help you save money.
You're
a business owner.
Yes.
You know all about that.
Yeah, you got to be careful on that, don't you? Oh my goodness.
You don't have any type of payroll though, do you? Do you have payroll?
No.
That's a whole different world.
It is.
It's a whole different scary world.
Oh yeah, I can't. Whew.
All right, what were we talking about? We're talking about getting thrown out of Crumbles.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that was loud. You might need to turn that one down. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry,
that's
Tom.
Okay.
He's like, oh my gosh, my ears.
The mic has smoke coming out of it now, but that's all right.
Oh gosh, that's bad. Okay.
Now, in all seriousness, you built relationships.
Yes, absolutely.
9+ years.
Yes, it's amazing out there. And everybody's so nice. Like it's not just.
You're a likable person.
That's what. Oh gosh. Well, that's not. I'm like that's so sweet. I'm like,
go in there, growl at them. Kick the dog or something like that. And see how that works for you.
Yeah, they'd be like, get the.
You won't even have to tell me.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's in the chamber. Like I really got involved with the chamber, and I ended up. It's like really. So I ended up being the chair of Women in Business last year.
Congratulations.
So yeah. Oh gosh. I was just.
Natural progression.
I guess.
Honestly.
I mean, something like that.
At this point, you're furniture. They move you around where they need you.
Right, exactly. They're like, okay, Amy, you need to come over here. But that was amazing. Like that that was really awesome being around these women. I mean, it's like we kept having to like grow our numbers and find places because there was so many women there. So it worked out really good.
Facility.
All the facility. It was really awesome.
Nice.
So it was really, and the team that was surrounded by me, the committee, we worked so well together. The committee for Women in Business was awesome.
Good deal.
And then I did leadership Barrow back in 2016, and then I was facilitator in 2019.
Wow.
So that was fun.
You are furniture at this point.
Yeah, I am. I like wherever they want me, and you know how wherever they want me, I literally am.
So you give a ton of time.
I do. And then now we're in the Rotary together.
We are Rotarians.
We are. That's what we're in the cool club. Wait, cool kids club. Is that how you say it?
It's all the above. It's all the above.
I'm like
the Barrow Area Rotary Club.
Yes.
The Bark.
Oh, the Bark. And whenever you see the dog, the dog on
that too.
Oh, bless it. The dog on the email. We know it's from Ben, and it's something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really awesome. So that's going to be some fun stuff coming up.
And right now, there's usually a high 40, almost 50 people in the room.
It is
for these lunches.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You and I laugh about it. It's like, hey, it was great to see you across the room at lunch today.
Right.
Because we can't get near each other to say hello.
No. And
there's that many people.
Right. Last time, and another thing I should not be saying. I mean, I was running in right at noon. You know what I mean? You were supposed to be there like 11:50.
I won't tell.
Yeah, don't tell anybody. I kept driving around and around and around, and I'm like, well, maybe I should always get there early like they tell us because I couldn't find a parking place. There was that many people there.
Early's not early anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
At 1:45?
Yeah.
The room's packed already.
I know. I'm like, man.
We're going to be lining up at 11.
Uh-huh. It's amazing, but it's something fun. I mean,
super energy.
It really is. And I like that it's quick, I probably shouldn't say that, but it's quick. They give you all the information. And it's not like hours and
Right.
not boring.
It moves
Yeah.
super fast. The food is insane.
Oh my gosh, it's the best. It
Yeah,
really is.
It really is.
Yeah, Sunita, like the chef there at Northeast Georgia Medical School Center, Barrow. I need to make sure I say it that way.
Right.
Because Sunita will get me and be like, Amy, you need to say, make sure we have that Barrow at the end. He is amazing. I sat with him at a Boys and Girls Club. I'm trying to think of how to say it. It's called Steak and Steak. I sat with him and his wife, with Sunita.
All right, now back to the old magazine.
Okay, yes, sir.
Now, there is a cost to your advertisers.
There is.
That's what keeps you afloat.
Yes, kind of like
at the end of the day, this is a business.
It is.
It is a business. Mm-hmm. What kind of value are they getting?
Well, the biggest thing is, and it's kind of crazy to think, but like a quarter page or half page, you can get into those 22,000 mailboxes for less than 2 pennies, like 2 cents a
Really?
unit.
That's roughly the
it.
publication
Yep.
or the
Yep.
volume.
Yep. So just 2 pennies, like 2 pennies per unit for the 22,000. And you can't, for direct mail advertising, there's nothing like that out there. So
That is cheap.
that's what we really try, especially because it is small businesses. We're not trying to we do keep our costs low, very low. We probably could be a lot higher, but we just don't, because we're in the same boat, if that makes sense. So we want to keep it. We want to keep it fair.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to, and I'm super honest with people. Somebody's like, I really want to do like a full page. I'm like, well, but I only have this much to go for a year. I'm like, let's go small. You don't need to
Do a half page.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. I don't want them to blow their marketing money just on me. If that makes sense.
If it's good content in the ad,
Right.
it almost doesn't matter how big it is.
Right. Absolutely.
It catches people's eyes.
Absolutely.
Now, your dad started this.
He did.
So this isn't a franchise.
It's a franchise. So he started the franchise over here in Barrow. So the main one,
There's a mothership.
There is a mothership. Isn't that funny?
So when you start one in Jackson County?
That's what we've talked about it before.
I'm telling you.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I might.
And then you can back it up with the monthly podcast. Your big advertisers can come and be your guests.
Yes, look at that.
Amy,
we already
the podcast host. You forget I'm a salesman too.
Yeah, I got it. Hey, come on, Jackson, right?
Yeah. Where's our magazine?
I know.
At, people?
Seriously, we're right at the border too.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
The border's blurred.
I know. We got to get it over then. Okay.
I'm surprised you got these over the border.
I know.
They didn't disintegrate when they hit Jackson County Air.
That's exactly.
Wow.
Oh gosh. I know.
I'm feeling left out now.
I know. I might need to just. Okay.
What are some of the big challenges though?
Well,
nothing.
yeah.
One thing, someone who is self-employed like yourself, a small business, there is nothing given for the first of the month.
Right.
Okay, now you're betting that a lot of your advertisers are going to be returning next month, but there's no guarantee.
No, there's not.
They could all say we're not doing it. Now the odds of that are slim.
Right.
But it could happen.
Right. It's one of those, God forbid, you just don't even want to think about that way,
Yeah.
but you have to.
There's no given.
Right. Absolutely.
So what are some of the challenges?
Biggest challenge, and I hate to even say it this way, and I hate to say the word hate, and I go, oh, Lordy, that was 3 times in a row. Okay, so the big old C that happened back a few many years ago, that probably was the hardest in 2020. COVID. Oh.
So I was thinking communism.
I'm like, I don't even want to say. I know. I was like, I don't even want to say the word.
COVID's a better word.
Oh gosh. So that was hard. That was definitely the hardest because it is small businesses in there, and so every restaurant we had in there, like, what do we do? Like, there's the publication literally came out 2 days before everything shut down. So like,
wow.
It was like, okay. The next one was just a lot of like, okay, change up everything and just say thank you. Like we added like, thank you, for all these restaurants, like, thank you for this. And, we bumped their ads up and did what we could do just to, or anything with the service folks, like the ones that are in your home. People were afraid to call people for their in-home stuff. Like, what can we do for them? Like, we can bump them up, or can we put them different Like, we just really were trying to figure out things then to see where. So that was like our hardest time because we lost a lot of money that year, like just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But our 2019 sales like if you look at 2020, but 2021, we were able to bounce back to our 2019 and go higher. So it was just a slump and then it came back up. But it's one of those things, it's just like you talk to your customers, because our customers are really family. They're not just, I hate saying customers because they're really not just customers. Like I know I can reach out to any of them, and same with my dad, like the ones that he's had for years and years. And it's just one of those things, like everybody becomes family, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And so, if there's somebody having a rough time, it's okay. Like, let's just, let's hold off for a couple months and get you caught up, or, that you gotta do that, so, and we get it. It's life. Like, it's life.
It is life.
So,
do you recommend a period of time? I know from experiences owning a small business, sticking an ad in one time, 1 month, and forget. That's not, you're just not going to have a good result.
Nope, not at all.
What do you recommend? 6 months at least?
I say normally 6 months at least.
Yeah.
At least. The folks that I know it sounds bad, and if I have folks call in, a lot of times they'll call me and be like, "Hey, I want to run an ad for a month." I'm like, honestly, I don't really want to sell you an ad for a month because it's not going to work. Like the retention rate on 1 month is not, it's not there. And I'm very honest about that because I'm like, I don't want you to spend that money and then you say you have this horrible experience with us.
Well, that doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Like,
well, we know it won't work. It's only 1 month.
Yeah, that's what. The only like the special circumstances are like when the rec ads, like moms and grandparents and dads are looking for those like baseball ads coming in.
Yeah, but they know they're going to be there. They're there every year.
Yeah, they're there. And so those are your like, or when they have like a 5K coming up or something special with it at concert. So those are like your 1 month things that people are looking for.
Right.
But like a business, I always say, like you get it. It's like if you can't just advertise for 1 week and be okay. Like it's not gonna. It just doesn't. It's like the whole name and brand recognition. You got to keep hearing it and seeing it all the time. So it's one of the, and I mean, I'm preaching to the choir right here. So
I know nothing.
I'm like preaching.
I just retired at 46.
Right. That's exactly.
I know nothing about selling.
Nothing. Like you're like, oh gosh, no. Yep, Amy, you need only one ad. That's it. I'm joking.
The thing is, though, you're building a relationship. You don't even realize it. It's subliminal, I guess, in the back of your minds. You're building a relationship with a potential client, even if they're not a client at all.
Right.
You're building that relationship, at least in your mind, that they see you every month, they see you every month, they see you every month. They may never call you, but they know you exist.
Right.
You stick that ad in there one time, they see it, they forget about it, and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
There's no chance of growing a relationship.
Right, absolutely. And
you have repetition.
Right, absolutely. And you have to have that one-on-one with folks. And I guess that's part of, I don't know. You got to, it's like, well, like Tom and I, we talked before getting on air today. And it's like you knowing people's stories and like what's going on with people. Like, why are you here? That kind of stuff. And it is pretty interesting to talk about, like, just you get to know people. And that's what I love. I don't know. I love talking to people. I love to get to know what I don't know. I've just always been like that and just kind of know if I can help somebody, I will. And that's kind of how, if somebody, I don't know, I'm trying to think how to say it. Like if anybody like has a new business and they're like, I don't know even where to start with people. I'm like, well, here, let me send you some contacts for like
you
local
have a network.
Folks. Yeah, it's like
that's
here
very
it
valuable.
Is. So
very valuable.
That's what. So it's super. And I mean, being plugged in the community is huge in business.
Yeah,
like huge. I mean, absolutely. So
I hear it's booming in Barrow.
It is.
So that's
it is.
Shout out to my buddy Ben McDaniel.
Yes, it is.
All right, how do the folks get a hold of you? We'll wrap this thing. We've been going for 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh! See, this is.
It just flies when you're having fun.
And I didn't really even talk that much. And I'm joking.
Not at all.
Oh gosh, I probably the smoke coming out again. Okay, sorry y'all.
It's okay.
Oh
it's okay.
We
have to replace these every like 10 years, but in this case, probably 6 months. But
I'm thinking
it's all right.
It's okay.
How do the folks get a hold of you?
Okay. Well, you can call me anytime.
Really?
Anytime. I'm like anytime. I don't know about.
You're going to give a phone number out?
Oh gosh, I can. And I could. Well, you want to do? I'll do a phone number and an email because.
Whatever you need.
Yeah.
This is for you.
Yeah, you got it. And you can text me, but I love phone calls. Like I'm weird. I'm the weird.
It's okay.
Is that weird? Okay.
I don't answer a
like,
phone anymore.
You don't?
And I'm old. I'm older than you, and I don't answer a phone.
Oh my gosh. I love the phone. Like I'm the weird one that calls people. I am.
Okay. It's
Okay. Well, let's see. So my phone number, if you want to call, and I'll text too, is 770-366-9984. And then my email is Winder. I normally say Winder, but it's Winder, like WINDER at townvalues.com.
Winder@townvalues.com.
You got it.
770-366-9984. I hear she'll answer the phone at 1 o'clock in the morning. I would not tempt that. But
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
probably
saying.
should not say that out loud. That I'll answer anytime.
I wouldn't tempt that.
Oh my goodness. But I do get a lot of phone calls on Saturdays. I will tell you
Do you
that.
really?
Yeah, a lot on Saturdays and a lot at night. So I think once everybody gets off work.
There's a website, townvalues.com/winder-GA.
Yeah, that goes directly to us.
Okay.
It's like-
okay, that's the mothership.
That's the mothership.
Nice. And you're on Facebook, and I'm not about to begin to say all
Don't
that.
even. Just say at something.
Stalk Amy on Facebook, and you'll find the MTM shopper.
You got it. Amy Hunter Rhodes is how I am.
There you go.
You got it.
I hesitate to say, did we miss anything?
I don't know. And I'm like,
I'm going to say we didn't.
Okay. I feel like I talked
Right?
too much. Did I talk a little bit too much?
You
Okay.
did. You did. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed
Gosh.
it.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you
did
so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
It is small business owners like yourself that make all this possible.
That's what you're one of them too. So I totally
try.
thank you. Thank
That's
you.
right.
Thank you.
Is this a business? I'm kind of vamping because my music will start eventually.
There.
See, there it is. Amy, so much. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
You're a lot of fun.
Oh, you're awesome. Thank you.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Folks, another great edition. Hey, check Amy out. Town Values Magazine. I'm Tom Sheldon. We'll talk to you soon.